What's going on, all my entrepreneurs, all my gig workers, all my 9 to 5ers, everybody out there getting to the money? Because that's what we do over here, baby. We get to the money. Now, y'all gotta excuse my hands, they a little dirty. I was working on a 2014 Chevy Malibu, had a coolant issue, so I tried to get them as clean, but I'm gonna have to soak them. I got a little scar on my hand, so I'm scared to put some alcohol on it. But anyway, so I was researching my parts because tomorrow's eBay day. Tomorrow is time to go to the salvage yards and all that kind of stuff to get the parts for my eBay store. So while I was researching, light bulb went off. Said, you know what? Why don't I record a video basically showing the technique that I use to find the highest price parts, the highest sold price parts, and the most popular parts on eBay. Now, I said in the previous video I was going to do it, so I was like, no better time than the present, right? And as y'all can see, on a side note, I got on my Yellowstone. I don't know how many Yellowstone fans out there, but Yellowstone going out bad on season 5. But hey, that's a whole nother video. So, in this video, I'm going to go over what I use to find the parts, how I research the parts, how I get the sell-through rate on the parts, how I find the most popular parts, so that way I'm not wasting money just buying something that's not going to sell. That's not what we want to do. We do not want to just buy stuff because of emotion. Buying it, you think it's going to sell, and the next thing you know, it's sitting there forever, and you're not making no money. It's just sitting there. So, fortunately for me, the salvage yard that I go to, that I'm going to, puts out the cars a day ahead of time, so I can do my research the night before. I know how I'm gonna attack it. I know what tools I'm gonna need. I know how to hit the yard. Boom, grab it. Boom. I get there. They open at 9. I get there by 7. I get there early. I'm the first one in line. I gotta be there. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I know people not gonna want to get wet. For some reason, we take a shower, we get wet, but they don't want to get wet by the rain. I don't care. I'm going to be out there with the rain suit on. I'm going to get to it, baby. I'm going to get to it. So the research is really important because it is going to be raining, so I need to have a plan of attack. So this is how I go about it. Like I said, this salvage yard, fortunately for me, puts out the cars a day before. And this is what I got my sights on. This 2022 Lincoln Corsair. Now, the bad thing about newer cars is that the sell-through rate is not going to be that high because it's only a couple of years old. So the parts aren't really needed as badly as, for an older car. So I go over and look at the pictures of the car. Got tail lights, pretty good. The headlight looked pretty good. That tail light looks pretty good. Now, I can see that the light is on in the back, but they pull the batteries when you get there. Fortunately for me, I got a 12-volt pack that I hook up to it so I can test tail lights, I can test headlights, I can test electronics in the car, do all kinds of things, right? Side view mirror looks good. Looks good from the front. That headlight looks good. Bumper's a little scratched up. Look like they had a little front fender bender. The hood is dented. So because the parts are so expensive on this car, I'm going to assume that it probably runs and the insurance company probably totally lost it. On a 2022, I don't understand why they wouldn't just fix it, but I don't know. We're going to keep going. And what I'm looking for, the airbags didn't go off. So it wasn't a total loss. So hopefully for me, the electronics and stuff still works to you know, the ECM, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. First, I look over the car. Now, before they start putting it out a day ahead of time, I would use my drone. I got a drone. I would fly it over the salvage yard, zoom in on a specific car that I want, look at it, you know, see what's good, what ain't good, this, that, and the other. But because they start putting them out a day ahead of time, your boy been on it. So the next thing we're gonna look at, we're gonna go in eBay. Now, as you can see in the search bar, I already got the Lincoln Corsair up on the search bar. So here are all the parts, new and used, that are listed for this specific year, make, and model of a car. And we have 79,000 new condition parts, 3,200 used parts. So that's just listed. We're not even talking about what has sold. We're talking about listed parts. So the first thing I do is narrow down my search. I want used parts. So I click the used parts. So now it's only giving me 3,200 parts. Now, as you can see, I have the prices narrowed down. Now, let's put that to 0, and let's put this on all the way to the max. We got the minimum and the maximum. So it's searching for everything that's listed. So now the number just jumped up to 180,000 new parts and 4,800 used parts. So let's keep it right there at the lowest price point and the highest price point. So once I get there, I go down to the bottom, completed items, sold items. Now, I want sold items because I want to know how many have sold in the last 90 days, because that's how eBay works. It's basically going to tell you that 576 items have sold in the last 90 days. So once I do that, that's when I put in my price point. I'll drop it down. Let's say $500 is my maximum, and my minimum, let's say $50. Now, the reason why I put my minimum up to $50, because sometimes you could do 20. It all depends. It's because I want to know what parts are selling for more than shipping. Because, you know, the average shipping around this time of year is very high. So you don't want to take a hit in your wallet with shipping. If you pay for, if you got free shipping, which I offer free shipping. So I can't take a hit for shipping because I'm paying out of my pocket to ship it to the customer. So I need the item to be over what the shipping costs will be, so that way it don't eat into my profit too much, right? So, like I said, now we got 404 used items and 1,000 new items. But we're not even worried about the new items because we're not going to check that, because all I'm doing here is used. Now, I go up here to the top. As you can see, I got it already checked. Price, shipping, highest first. So I wanted to go from highest to lowest. Now, if I want to find some lower price items that might be low in weight, sell pretty good, I'll switch it around and go from lowest first and scroll and look, you know what I'm saying, and try to find the popular part that I want to research. So let's go back up here. I want the highest price. Grab that. Now, as you can see, $359 for a sunroof, $319 for a moonroof, $500 for a headlight. Now, once I see the headlight, I'm like, okay, the headlights on the car I was looking at was good. Maximum price, somebody sold one for in October was $500. We're not gonna stop there. Cause see, the mistake that you'll make when you see researching items, you'll see the high price and you're like, oh my God, $500 for a headlight. I'm definitely gonna get that. Not always the case when it comes to eBay. So what I do is I click the light, opens up a new tab. Now all it's showing is the headlight. I'll take it and I'll go highlight it, LED headlight, copy it, go up to the search bar, paste it, and then we're gonna hit enter. Now, as you can see, it's not showing any used items, none. And that is because, to me, the keywords. The keyword in the search bar is way too long. When you looking up items on eBay, you want to be straight and to the point. What you looking for. Now, as in this one, you see 2024 Lincoln Corsair standard white LED headlight. That's way too much information. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in 2022. I'm gonna delete LED white standard headlight, enter, boom. Straight and to the point. Now we got used. 245 used headlights listed. That's how many listed, not how many are sold. Just how many other eBayers have online trying to sell. So once I do that, I look for lower price parts that might be mixed in, because sometimes other things will be mixed in with it, but I don't see that. Sold and completed items, hit that. Now that 245 done went down to 64 items sold. 64 compared to 250 something items listed. Now, don't get discouraged. Like, oh, 245, 64 sold. Now, this where the magic of playing with the price point comes in. Because as you can see, we got $45 for a ballast mixed in, $76. So other car parts are mixed in with it. That's why you always got to play with the price. You always got to adjust it to your price point. So we know that the average headlight is at least selling for $100. So now that number goes down to 51 used items sold. So once you play around with the price point on it and adjust it to get rid of the low items that's mixed in there and messing with your ratio as far as the items sold, you also want to go back and unclick completed and sold items. Now that 200 or something, 100 of them are gone. Now it's 157 items listed. And 51 items have sold. So what we do now is get our trusty calculator out on your phone or whatever, and we're going to find out what the sell-through rate is. And the sell-through rate, like I said, is based on 90 days. So we got 51 Divide that into 157. $32. So now we got a 32% sell through rate, which means that 30% of these lights sell in 90 days. Now, normally 30% is low for me. I like to go, 45 and above because, I know it's going to sell quicker. Now, I have gotten car parts that the sell through rate is 100 and something percent. Like, soon as I put it online, it's gone. Now, that's a grail right there. But it don't always work out like that. But with these newer cars, the thing about them is the sell through rates a lot of times is always going to be a little janky because they're new and it's not that many of them out there, or a lot of them are not wrecked or broke down or whatever, because the truck is 2 years old. So it's not a lot of people out there looking for it. But fortunately, like I said, it's body shops, used car dealerships, sometimes even new car dealerships have bought parts from me, and they had a car in the shop that they needed something right away, low price, so they'll hit me up. A lot of them message me, say, hey, can I get a little better on the price or whatever, and we work something out. So pretty much that's the technique in a nutshell. You can use this same technique on your cell phone. It's the same thing. The only thing that you can't really do on your cell phone is copy a listing. Just like I just did there, click that. But you can't highlight when you click it and you go to a specific thing you're trying to sell, you can't highlight, copy, and paste. You have to pretty much type it in, what you're looking for. Like I said, the keywords is, I just can't stress it enough. The proper keywords will bring up exactly what you're looking for. All that extra stuff, all that, just keep it simple, stupid, basically. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it simple. And I'm not calling you stupid, but it's a saying, just basically keep it simple, stupid, KISS. So that's basically how I research parts. I research car parts, kids' toys, because around this time of year, I got an eBay store that sells kids' toys, feminine, not really feminine products, but beauty products like lotions, body washes. I got one that does household cleaning items, this, that, and other. So I'm always hustling. I'm always researching. I said you can use eBay as your source if you sell on Facebook Marketplace. Look the item up, see how popular it is on eBay, and 9 times out of 10, it'll sell for anything. But hopefully this video helps somebody. If you got any questions, if I went too fast, I might have left something out, because when you do stuff by memory, and you just do it, you don't really think about how you're doing it, you just do it. But if you got any questions, leave it in the comments. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I'm going to get back with you. I guarantee you I'm going to answer the question, break it down for you, and I'm going to share the love, because I want everybody to get money. But I hope everybody has a blessed day, and until the next time, I'll see y'all in the next video.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. It's strictly business.